if the drive for me, like being with this babe, is just because I want to like take that from her, bro, then like I'm not really giving her anything. Like I'm just there to be like, okay, I'm gonna talk to you about my, like, again, emotional labor. Like I'm just gonna keep talking to you about my shit so that you can teach me, but I have nothing to give you because I didn't come with that mindset initially. So like I know I've been asked this question a lot, like, you know, you see a babe working, why the guys always like disturbing babes that are working on them. So I think it's because sometimes we're just lazy and unwilling to address our own shit. Like, at least personally, right? Like, I'd rather not do the work, so I'm gonna ask you to do the work for me.
You see, that question itself can be viewed in two aspects.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just jump in here, right? Because you make a really great point, but I'm just gonna add something, and I want you to maybe expand or kind of let me know how you guys feel. So now, like, we gotta accept that not everybody's perfect.
Of course.
Everybody's going to the relationship with their own baggage.
Of course.
Right? So she's not perfect, even though she might be more advanced
Right.
than where you're at.
Right.
You made a very key point. You said, you when you went in there, you saw that from her, maybe attracted to you to her. So you kind of wanted that, and she was willing to share that with you. But the question is, what you went in there not planning to give anything. So my question is, and maybe you don't have the answer for this, right? Looking back now, how would you want to give back to her, right? How would you want to share, like, how would you want, because that's true, right? But for her, it could have been as simple as sharing your day with me, sharing how hard work is with me, right? Like, what do you think, just looking back on it, what do you think she would have liked to receive from you that would have made it a more balanced situation, especially emotionally, right? Like in terms of that emotional work. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes, like, I'm working, you're working, we know we're working to help each other, so it's a little bit more calming because we feel heard, we feel seen, right? Versus that. So not trying to point any fingers, but like now you guys look back, like, is there some way you guys could have helped, maybe either reduce the emotional burden or just being able to like give them her something?
It's part of growth. It's part of growth. Like I was gonna say, to me, there are two definitions. So a woman's working on herself can be a woman who is just trying to figure everything out, career, you know, she just got uni or whatever, or changing careers. She's trying to figure that part out, right? So she's not settled. She doesn't know what she wants yet. And like, you know, as a guy, you bring chaos and confusion into her life. Then there's the other part, which is like a woman who I would say is more established, has a career, has some goals, but she's still trying to better herself, right? And when I was younger, I was attracted to the women who were just like kind of like confused. But now it's different, because like what you want now is different from what you wanted then, right? And also it's unfair. I'm gonna say it's very unfair, but it's a part of the learning process for men, right? Because we realize shit later than they do, right?
Just so terrible.
Which is very tragic. Like honestly, like we can do better, but that's
part of the problem is that, you know, and I'm not making excuses. Part of the problem is that we've been conditioned for this, right? Like women have been conditioned to almost legit take care of us, right? So it's almost, they're basically fighting against that. So they are aware of everything and they're trying to figure out themselves out. And they're like, you know what? I'm not doing all this for you. You're not worth it, right? On our side, we're basically go. But by the time we've gotten everything we need, we have everything and we're now ready. We've not done the emotional work to basically get there and meet them there. So, you know, when you guys talking about this conversation, it's not like this is a process for all of us, and me included. Let me just say that, you know. So, like, I think for me, the question that ends up coming up is just like, okay, where could I like be there for them, you know? And how can I create like this space where she understands that, you know, maybe I'm busy with work and I can't talk right now, but she's going to get that some other time. And where am I jumping in and helping her deal with some of the emotional stress that she might be going with at work, in life, whatever the case may be.
See, in the beginning it's not hard to do that, but can we sustain it?
So what was the roadblock? What do you think?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out myself, because I don't know.
What's stopping you from being like communicative in the beginning and sticking with that? For me, I would say like comfort, right? Like you like typically you get in something that you've always wanted, you like it, and eventually it's just like I'm on like this stuff is here. I don't know if I ever need to do. But there's that willingness to, like, the communication piece comes in different ways. I think in the beginning, if you tell this babe, I see you're working hard on yourself and I want to learn from you, that's it. Like, I'm not trying to be your boyfriend, because then emotions get complicated. Now you trust me, and like whatever I do is like all good in your eyes, and like now I see that I can be manipulative and things like that. But like, if you are straight up and you legit see a babe that is just doing her own thing and you want to learn, guy, just be honest. Like, what you can be her friend, right?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
as opposed to trying to be her boyfriend, you know, and now you're taking so much from her, you have nothing to give. For me, like, if I'm thinking about what it is I could have given to girls in the past where I was legit just taking from them, I think it would have, like, it's a hard question, because that's what are we?
Bro,
Again,
that band with vibes.
no, but like, the onus then falls on the woman to figure out what this relationship is.
True.
And we joke about it so much. This baby's asking me, what are we? But it's because she's trying to figure it out. Like, you don't want to do the emotional work of figuring it out. Me right now, I ask by like the second date. I don't say what are we, but I just like try to state my
Second
intention.
date?
Yeah, I try to state my intention as early as possible. Like, if I'm looking for something serious, I'll tell you this may go that way. If not, then like, because I don't like, for me, it's just having it laid out on the table feels better.
True.
And again, this is 2020 for me. So like, back like a couple years or whatever
That's what I'm
ago, like,
saying.
yeah, a couple years ago it would have been different. I would have waited 6-8 months, like, before I even say months. Like, no, legit, not like, because I would have been scared to say what was on my mind.
Sure.
Like, I wouldn't really have wanted to process what was going on. I'd like just being dishonest. Like,
Right. Do you feel like you're being dishonest with yourself in that time?
yeah, I'm being dishonest with myself and her. Like,
So, do you think that basically leads to leaving an emotional burden on her as opposed to you, because you're being, like, you've not dealt with it?
because she's trying to figure out what's going on in my head.
Right.
Like, while she's trying to handle her side of the relationship, and I'm not even thinking about it at all. But she's trying, like, where is this guy at? Does he like me enough? Does he want anything more? And in my head, I'm just like, again, this is just vibes, right? We're just chilling. It is what it is. Like, yeah.